Welcome, all you misfits and metalheads, to the cutting room floor. We are from the band Cut Like This. I am Thorn Black,
I'm Rose Blood.
and today is Sinister Sunday, so you know what that means.
What's that mean, Thorn?
That means we're reviewing another anime. But first, I gotta tell them, please go check our music out right here on YouTube and on Spotify. Like and subscribe. What anime do we have for them today?
All right, everybody. We have something so special that I am so excited to share with you today. I think it's super important in the world of anime and animated film. It's called Onyx Equinox. This is a Crunchyroll exclusive by Sofia Alexander. She's of Mexican descent, and this is an anime that is set in ancient Mexico, and it mixes the mythology of the Mayans, of the Aztecs, of the Zapotec. All right, because there's actually a lot more mythology than just Mayan and Aztec. There's a whole lot that goes into Mexican culture, and this is a frankly beautiful, exciting, and amazing step, I think, in the world of anime. Some people
Definitely.
might say that it doesn't count as anime because it wasn't made in Japan. But
I'm sorry, if it's on Crunchyroll and it's one of their originals, I'm just gonna go and say
yeah,
it's an
you know,
anime.
they
Just
kind of
like,
have,
just
well,
just give it to 'em.
also the word anime is really just a shortening of the word animation. And even if you wanted to ignore that, and say, well, there's a certain expectation we have of something when you call it anime. I really think this pretty much fits the bill. The art style is very much anime inspired. And not since the Boondocks have I seen an anime art inspired animation that had so many people that looked like us. And it is so important to see yourself represented in the media that you're absorbing. And so this is just super special. I am so excited. There are 3 episodes out. We actually wanted to talk about it. Well, I wanted to talk about it the minute that the first episode came out, because I was so blown away by it. But we decided to wait till at least 3 episodes were out so that you all could get a little bit of a better picture of what this anime is about.
Yeah, and we had to make sure that it wasn't just a really amazing, great first episode and then it falls off like immediately into the trash or anything. We had to see a couple of them at least. And what a pleasure this is. It's a completely new world and lore from anything you've ever seen, because nobody dives so hard into the Mayan and Aztec mythology the way this has. I don't know a lot about all of these gods that they're bringing in. It's just fresh, it's new, it's different, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, so for those of you who are like, oh, I've seen everything there is to see in anime, I'm so tired of it, there's nothing new, whatever. This is something incredibly new, incredibly cool, really different. The story is like kind of a standard fantasy mythology kind of story, because it starts off with, an unlikely hero, an unlikely very young hero. He's only about 13 years old, is chosen by the gods, kind of against his will, pretty much.
That part's about normal for
Yeah,
anime
for
across the board, because
any kind of folklore,
they
any
love.
kind of mythology.
Oh no, I meant the age.
Yes,
They love
yes,
their
this is true.
13-year-old saving the world. Like, here we go.
So we start off there, and then we just delve into some totally different, really cool mythology that you're really gonna, I think, enjoy and delight in seeing it unfold and learn more about the culture, because that's exactly what Sofia Alexander wanted. She wanted people to know about her culture, the Mexican culture, and all of these places in the story, in the anime or animation, whatever, are actual real places in Mexico. You can actually step onto the ground that Izel steps on in the anime, which is really cool. Anyways,
I love a little bit of grounding in reality.
Exactly.
It makes me think of, if I ever go on vacation over here.
There you go.
You know?
So yeah. Anyway, going on, we don't want to give too many details away. What I want to tell you about this anime is, if you are looking for some action, if you want to see some crazy stuff, you're gonna like this anime.
Oh yeah.
All right.
They hit you with the action. They hit you
right
with the crazy.
off the beginning. Right.
Doesn't
in the
take
beginning.
very long, and you're like, whoa. All right, you have my attention.
Yes, and it will keep your attention because the world deepens. You know, you might be a little turned off at some points by the unwillingness of Giselle to kind of go along with it, but really, this is a 13-year-old kid whose world is basically, you know, everything that he cares about is taken away from him, and you know, he's just trying to do his best to deal with it.
I would feel the same
You
way,
know,
honestly.
yeah,
I
mean,
I can't get too mad at this kid, even with the stakes that are at hand. I can't get too mad at this kid because if I'm him, I'm like, okay, what's my motivation again?
Exactly.
Because
and we're not
why
gonna
do
tell
I
you,
care?
We're not going to tell you why he's so distraught and why he is.
But there's plenty of good reason.
Yes, there are a lot of good reasons for him to feel the way that he feels and for him to really not care about the mission that he's basically has been forced upon him by the gods. Well, let's just go a little bit into this world really, really quickly, just because we haven't really talked about it, because we don't really want to spoil it for you. But let's just say there is a bet between two gods, right? And this is part of his mission. The two gods are Quetzalcoatl, which is also my favorite dinosaur. It's a giant flying monstrous death bird. It's amazing. And his counterpart and antagonist is Tezcatlipoca. And he basically wants to, you know, reset humanity. And by reset, I mean fucking destroy it all. So.
And can I say, that was a tongue twister? I didn't hear her practice that word once. Not one time. Like, where did that
I hope that I did it justice. I am not Mexican. I am Puerto Rican and Dominican. But, you know, I am so rooting for, you know, this show of diversity in anime. I think it's amazing. And honestly, we're seeing Mexican horror is really like just kicking butt right now with Guillermo del Toro just, you know, totally, you know, revolutionizing like what we see in horrors and stuff like that, as well as shows like Diableros, Los Spookies.
Oh, yeah, those
you
are
know,
good.
There are a lot of great horror themed shows and films being put out by people of Mexican descent, and this is just as bloody as any of those, okay? This is super bloody, gory, crazy violent.
Yeah.
You know, and the art is very like, it's very much like Avatar, The Last Airbender style,
yeah, I can
or
see
like
that.
the recent Castlevania change, or the Blood of Zeus, you know, something like that. It's very like accessible, it's very cool. And it's just super cool. So yeah, these two gods are there. And they make a bet, and you know, Quetzalcoatl chooses Giselle, and the antagonist god Tezcatlipoca, he chooses somebody to basically be kind of like the neutral party on his side to make sure that Quetzalcoatl isn't cheating or anything like that. And he assigns his minion Yaotl, who is a really cool looking like jaguar supernatural being, and he's kind of like looking after, sort of, he's kicking the butt of Giselle and getting him into shape for what he's got to do and stuff, and making sure he doesn't mess up, you know. And yeah, it's amazing. It's super cool. All right, we can go to the ratings now.
All right. So, only 3 episodes out. Can't judge an entire season. But from what they have done so far and the expectations that I have of what they've given me so far, the action, the difference in the gods, the storytelling, just like some of the coloring too is really good when they're trying to show
Art
different kind of
style
powers.
is super cool.
So I'm just going to give this a 5. It's fantastic. I know it's only 3 episodes in, and that's what I'm judging it on, the 3 episodes, but I can't see them falling off too greatly from what they've done so far. There's like no way, practically.
Yeah, unless they pull a Game of Thrones on us at the very, very end. But I am going to agree with Thorn Black here. I give this an absolute 5 for... I think this is going to be something so groundbreaking and so incredible. I urge you all, with every bit of, you know, my heart, to watch this animation. It's amazing. Onyx Equinox. I got everything that I wanted. I got an incredible look into ancient Mexican mythology and culture, and you see it in everything, in the costuming of the different characters, in delving into the mythology, in the design of the monsters, in the way that the powers look, in the way that the buildings look, the way that the weapons look. Everything has been done with so much care and so much attention to detail that I can't help but think that this is going to be something that people are going to be talking about for a very, very, very long time. And I hope that this is just the first of many anime that really delve into other cultures like this.
Yeah, that would
and
be great.
I'm so excited every time I see it, to see so many people that look like they could be in my family, you know? It's just incredible. It's amazing.
It's a fresh breath of air when they dive into a different culture,
Yes.
and then you get like the lore from there. Just like
Absolutely.
that the Viking one, I think it was called Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
That was just really good. Also, it's something that we just normally don't get, and it's just
And this is also
exciting.
why I watch a lot of foreign horror as well, is because I really love to see what's that culture's take and twist on this kind of monster. What are the things that are unique to them, and how is that going to affect the way that these characters react to things? And it's really, really cool. It's just amazing. Just watch it.
Just go
watch
check it out.
You don't even have to think twice. Just go.
Just do it.
Just watch it now. All right.
That
And
is all for us today. Once again, we are from the band Cut Like This. Check out our music here on YouTube and Spotify.
Like
Don't
and
forget
subscribe.
to like and subscribe. Hit that button.
hit it. Hit it so
Until
hard.
next time, we are here every Wednesday and Sunday with a brand new episode. Until then, that's it for us.
Cool.
We're out.